Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Shawn Be Nice with That Heat Rock. On yesterday's episode, he's gotten into a little bit of a pickle here with some of the subscribers when they thought that he was bashing the LG V30. And that tends to be not the case. Find out what's going to happen on this episode of Is It Worth It on my review. Stay tuned for Shawn Be Nice, That Heat Rock.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Shawn Be Nice, man. I was playing around with that intro, but y'all know what it is, man. This is my review of that Heat Rock. I do consider the LG V30 Plus that Heat Rock. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely give it that label. And from now on, it's be my new thing. If a phone is like good, it's like that fire, that the stuff that I drop, I'm gonna call it that Heat Rock. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the LG V30 is definitely that Heat Rock. Now there are some things I don't like about the phone, right? I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect phone. I mean, there's phones gonna have more dislikes than others or more likes than others, but I genuinely like the phone, but I think in the comparison video that I dropped yesterday, I think people was getting confused, like just wasn't a huge fan of the phone. No, thing was to just compare it to the S8 Plus, especially for the price point of the S8 Plus is at now versus what the LG V30 is at. I just like the S8 Plus just gave a little bit more. Now I do realize that the S8 Plus only got one camera. And this one has two, has a quad DAC, and the LG V30 Plus also has a 2-year warranty. But there are also a lot of things that they kind of tied at. Some people feel like it should have been a tie, but that's, it's no big deal. But like I said, the S8 Plus didn't win by like a huge margin. Some of those points I even gave you guys kind of like breathing room where you probably could have shifted that point to the LG V30 Plus. So the thing is with these comparison videos, man, I'm doing it as like best as I can, trying to look at it from a consumer's point of view. Now, most of us, even YouTubers and you guys in the comment section, y'all are tech heads. We are all tech heads. We love tech. So some things that you may consider a valid point that some may not. I try to give like a genuine general consensus that I feel like some people may pay attention to. Okay, but enough of all that, man. Let's go ahead and get into this phone. We're gonna get into the stuff I like. Well, I'm sorry. I like to do this first because my dislikes are shorter than my likes. So we're gonna do the dislikes first and then we move right on to the likes, okay? So first thing that I dislike about this phone is definitely gonna be the front facing camera. I absolutely hate the front facing camera on this phone. I think it is the worst thing I've ever seen on an Android phone or any phone for that matter. I don't know what's the deal with LG and the whole, I don't know what it is, yo, but it's just not good. It's really not good. I am doing a front face. I am doing a camera review on this phone, which should be dropping either Thursday or Friday. Stay on the lookout for that. And you guys are going to see, like, there's a time when I'm in a car and it just looks really like dirty and it looks really bad. So I don't know what it is with the front face camera on the LG phone, but it's just not good. That's the first dislike. Second dislike is the skin. I'm just not a huge fan of the LG skin. I mean, like, there are some software tweaks in the phone that I like, but I'm just not a fan of like this here. I don't miss the app drawer thing. I just don't miss it. Now, me personally, I put Nova Launcher on most of my phones. I wasn't gonna put Nova Launcher in here, but I kind of want to give you guys a look on how it's gonna be just stock without doing anything extra about any tweaks. But if you get the phone, I definitely do recommend you use a Nova Launcher over the regular skin. Another thing that I'm not really feeling is the bottom firing speaker, but that's on most phones. I wish phones would go ahead and just adopt the front, They had clearly have enough room to put another speaker right here, and they put one right here, so you obviously got enough room to put one down here. Not a big thing. The speaker is still good. I still use it no problem. Not a huge deal. The display, I wasn't a huge fan of the display at first, only because I felt like that color was like kind of off a little bit. I don't know what that was about, but it kind of corrected itself. I don't know what I did. I think I did like software. I did like a hard reset, and it kind of like fixed itself. So the display was a dislike, but it's not anymore. Now, the last thing I dislike is, and it's very minimal. I mean, it's like very minuscule. It's not even a huge deal. Nothing for you guys to like raise arms about. I just like all apps are not fitted for the 18:9 aspect ratio. The last thing on my dislike is not a huge thing, but it is there, and it's the aspect ratio of some of the apps. Like, for example, if we go to a YouTube video right now, see, like on Samsung devices, they knew they were gonna make an 18:9 device, so they give you options to expand the screen. On here, now if they do have that, let me know in the comment section, but I couldn't find anything to like make this wider, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can do it now. No, yeah. So there's nothing you can do to get rid of these black bars. And the same can be said about some with the games. I mean, it's not a huge deal because it is an OLED panel, and the black bar, it just pretty much blends in with the body of the phone. So it's not like a huge deal, but like I said, it is there, and it's something I wish they would address. Okay, again, not a huge deal, man, but it's there. It could be fixed. Now, let's get to everything I do like. First off, I do like the fingerprint scanner location. I don't have a problem with Samsung, but this one, it does seem natural and easy. You know, you can put your finger right there with no issues, no problems at all. Great job on that, LG. The next thing I do like is the build. Now, I wish LG would build all their phones like this versus the G6. I think the G6, it just felt, to me, it felt cheap. Now, I know some people like, dude, I mean, I don't know, it just felt cheap. It don't get me wrong, the LG, it had a premium build, but it just didn't feel good in my hands. This feels great in the hands. On top of that, it's IP68. It has a headphone jack, get USB-C charging, fast charging on top of that. And it's just overall, it's just a really well-built device. It feels really good in the hands, y'all. I mean, you know, I sound like a perv just keep saying that, but it feels good in the hands. The next thing I'm really feeling is the headphones with the DAC. So now I don't think it comes with all the other variants, but the LG V30 Plus, I actually don't know this for a fact. The LG V30 Plus is shipped with a pair of quality headphones, and I think they're tuned by B&O. Don't quote me on that, but they are tuned by B&O, and the DAC, it sounds phenomenal. The first time I did the first impressions video when I unboxed the phone, or my 24 hours of the phone, I was like, just something for the headphones. I don't think they HTC 11 quality. But after playing a different song, I played some hood music, you know what I'm saying? And I've been playing, shout out to my boy Vic Mensa, Chicago artist, y'all know about him. I've been playing some of that, Memories on 47th Street. I'm talking about playing some real like bangers, Jay-Z 444. Playing some real good music to these, man, and they sound really good. The headphones on this phone, the DAC on this phone, it's a really good, you know what I'm saying? It's a really good combination. That's what we're trying to get out. Okay, combination. Okay, boom. That was that was like the third like. Next, we're gonna move on to the rear facing camera. The rear facing camera on this phone is phenomenal. Okay, it is really good. I really do wish that people, mainly Android makers, would stop trying to follow Apple so much and do their own thing. And this is where I take my hat off to LG, because they know everyone's switching to this quote unquote bokeh effect and doing like the telephoto lens and the regular lens, but they've been rocking with the wide angle lens, and it works really well. I'm gonna show you guys an example right now, because I have been doing a camera test on this phone. Like I said, it's just a camera test that I'm doing is really like, it's huge. So I'm gonna show you guys a photo, like what it would look like in just regular, and then I'm gonna show you with the wide angle. All right, so here's a prime example. As you guys can see, this is the founders of Millennium Park. This is downtown Chicago. This is a good picture, very good. I mean, the colors look great. I mean, like, this is a very good picture. I mean, it's a 16 megapixel camera, 1.6 aperture. I believe this is the first Android phone to have such a low aperture of 1.6, and it's really good. I mean, this photo is really nice. But now, as you guys can see, when the camera focuses and stop playing with me, I'm gonna show you guys what it look with wide angle. Now, this is the wide angle shot. You see how much more you got in the shot? You got the entire name of the names that's on the founder's wall. You got this part up here. You got more buildings in the shot. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, look at this shot here. Like I said, the camera review, y'all, I took some really dope shots for y'all, man. It's very great. I got some slow motion stuff for y'all, man. I'm talking about it's really, I put some hard work into the camera review, okay? Trust me on that. That is dropping this week. Next, before we even leave the camera, I can't believe I was gonna leave off on this. The camera needs, I almost want to give it 2 likes. I damn near want to give it 2 likes. And the reason why is because the software that's in it because this is their V series and they focus more on video recording. The software that you have for video is crazy. Like, if I didn't plan on getting like a real camera, this would be like my go-to camera, because of the ways you get to edit the film and stuff like that on certain programs, because it cooperates with things as far as color editing and stuff like that. And as far as gamma is concerned, color gamut, all that stuff is concerned. But they have like cine video, which brings it down to like 24 frames per second. And when you're filming stuff, they got food shot pop out, manual shots. Their manual mode is crazy. Their point and zoom is crazy. I mean, this phone is really great. As far as when it comes to the camera tweaks. I mean, when they say V series and a V stands for video, I look here, they made me a believer. Okay, they got that right down the money. No problems at all. Good job to LG for that, man. I mean, it's fantastic. Fantastic. I can't stress that enough. The rear facing camera on the LG phone is amazing, even with stabilization, walking, all that. Like I said, in the camera video, y'all gonna see all that, yo. It's dope, straight fire. Now, battery life and standby time. Now, again, I mentioned this in the comparison video between the S8 Plus and the LG V30. Now, even though the S8 Plus can last longer when you're actually using it, I never said this phone had bad battery life. This phone has phenomenal battery life. Actually, I think I got a screenshot for you guys. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so here's the screenshot. Now, at this point, I was at 42%. It was 7 o'clock at night, and the screen on time was 4 hours and 17 minutes. It's 7 o'clock at night, and it's only at 42%. That is crazy, yo. And then here's the actual battery use time. It was 24 hours of actual battery use time, and I had like 12 hours remaining. Battery life on this phone is dope, like especially with the standby time. And now this, everybody who's my Android users, my top Android users, my subscribers, y'all know with Android phones, man, when it comes to that standby time, most Android phones are not that good with standby time. This phone, you definitely don't have to worry about that, especially compared to Samsung. I don't know what it is about Samsung software, but they just can't get the standby time right. I wish they did. If they got the standby times right, I would give Samsung all the praise in the world, more than what I do now. For those who think I'm a Samsung fanboy, whatever. Anyway, the standby on this phone is amazing. I think they did a fantastic job, yo. I really do. Another thing that's dope about this phone, even though I'm not a huge fan of the software, but they do have like software tweaks that makes the, make the phone work. So prime example would be, as you guys can see right here, let's say if I go back to YouTube and we go to my channel and we go, okay, I got another subscriber. Shout out to whoever just subscribed. And right now, say I want to take a screenshot, right? Or make a GIF. Because of the software, and I'll show you guys where you can find that at. Because of the software, I can put the instant screenshot down here with the other row keys, and it's gonna instantly take a screenshot. Or I can make it to a GIF right there, like without doing anything extra, without holding down the camera, the power and volume down button, all that. I can just go straight to it. And just like most Android phones, you can, you can double tap the volume down button, you get to the camera. Now the only software feature that they got that don't really make sense to me. I'm not gonna bash them over it. It doesn't make sense. But you can only do instant screenshot when the phone is off, which to me don't make sense. If you double tap the volume up button, it takes you into screenshot mode. Like, well, why? I mean, I'm guessing it's for notes or something. Maybe that's like they're like always on display. I don't know. That's just dumb. They could have put something else in that. I don't see the purpose of that. I mean, if y'all see the purpose of that, let me know. I just, whatever. Another thing that I'm really feeling is the 2-year warranty that comes with the phone. Now, that can kind of go, I like it because it's there. You just never know. But most of the time, people don't keep a phone for more than, being real, like more than a year. You may get like 15 months, maybe, or something like that. But most of the time, me just being a conspiracy theorist, I don't think phones really are made to last no more than a year now because you keep upgrading them every year anyway. So it's like, I feel like some of these phone companies make stuff to like, when that year is up, man, your software, like your phone will start tweaking, battery start, all type of weird stuff start happening to your phone. That's just me being a conspiracy theorist. Your experience may give you a different opinion, but that's just from my experience. And this happens on Android and Apple. I just feel like these phone companies be making the phone break on purpose so you come in and get another one. So I dig the 2-year warranty. I like the fact that their company brand is very minimal, at least on Sprint. Oh God, this looks disgusting. And I clean that off. I like the fact, like I said, the company branding is very minimal. You just got the V30 Plus up here and the LG at the bottom. One thing I forgot to say about the build, just be kind of careful. It is a glass back because it has wireless charging. And for those who have like Samsung phones who think about getting an LG phone, if you have a Samsung wireless charger, the Samsung wireless charger does work with it. So shout out to that. But I've been being like pretty careful with this phone. I got a deep scratch on the back. I don't think you guys can see it. All right, so you guys see that big old scratch? Like, yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, but like I said, I've been babying the phone. I don't know how it got there. Really, honestly, I don't, because like I said, I mean, I haven't rocked it with a case. Even if it not to be in a case, that's still pretty good. But you know, just kind of keep that in mind. Performance. Phone is very smooth. I haven't had any hiccups with it at all. Running 2 apps at once. You know, pulling down a notification slide when you got like multiple apps open. Overall, the phone performance has been fantastic. So, and I think that's because of the bare minimum that you get when you're getting like an LG phone. It's kind of like HTC. They don't try to outdo Google. Where Samsung, they try to outdo Google. They got Bixby, they got Samsung Calendar, Samsung Internet, Samsung Messenger. I mean, it's like they try to, like, it's awesome. It's almost like they're in competition with Samsung. I mean, with Google sometimes. It's like, dude, y'all on the same team, fam. Like, chill out. You ain't gotta have that many, you know what I'm saying, duplicate apps. I don't get why they did that, but whatever. Performance has been very, you know, like I said, very good. And the fact that they don't have like a lot of Google, I mean, they don't have like I said, a lot of their own apps. LG is like, yo, we're gonna use Android messaging, we're gonna use Chrome, we use Google Calendar. Like I said, they got like a couple of their own apps in here, but it's nowhere near to the effect of Samsung. Speaking of that too, they also have like a power saving mode like Samsung. If you guys didn't know, if you turn power saving mode, they have like a mid range. See if I can show you guys that. They have an extended and then they have a maximum, right? So they saying right now extended would give me 85 hours. You know, that's a lie. And maximum would give me 132 hours. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. You could also customize your display, right? So if you want to rock it just like Samsung, if you want to bring it down like this, you can scale down the resolution, right? So say if you don't want, if it focuses, if you don't want it to be, you know, the 1440p screen all the time, you can scale it down to 1080 or 720. So that's totally up to you. If you just want, like, if you're in a pinch, you need to save battery life, you definitely have that option. Just for those who didn't know how to change the keys at the bottom, what you want to do is you want to go to display and home touch buttons. Get to it. And you can change the color of this bar down here and also change the button combination. So you can either have your notification or the Q slide, whatever you want. That's totally up to you. It's definitely your choice. So the last but not least is the screen. Like I said, the screen is good. I think I corrected itself. I did the software update, but I want to touch on the screen some more because I don't feel like I touched on it enough. The screen is gorgeous, okay? It supports HDR10, and unlike most phones, it supports Dolby Vision. Now, I don't know how many apps are out there that actually supports Dolby Vision. I think Netflix is working on an update so it can support Dolby Vision for the LG V30 Plus. But it definitely supports the HDR10 in it now. So you can watch HDR content on Netflix right now, and you can watch HDR content on YouTube as well. You know what I mean? So again, man, like would I recommend this phone to someone? Yes. Most of the things I compared about with the S8 Plus is more so, you know, like I said, it wasn't that big of a deal because you're not going to be next to someone at S8 Plus like, hey, man, turn your bottom firing speaker right now. You know what I mean? You're just not going to do that. You know what I mean? Or if you outside like, man, your display is crazy. Let me like look at the next model display. You're just not going to do it because you're happy with your phone. At the end of the day, man, no matter what I say, you guys can, you know, you can take my opinion, and it's just an opinion. You know what I mean? And you know, it can either help you or, you know, you can still do what you want. It's no different than a movie critic. A movie critic can give a rating on a movie. That don't mean you're not going to see the movie just because they got a bad review. If you wanted to see it, you want to see it. Same thing with the phone. If you want the phone, get the phone. I definitely still recommend it. You know, it's a great phone. It is that heat rock. I'm definitely labeling this phone that heat rock. So again, man, stay tuned for the rest of this week. Like I said, I got the camera review dropping. That may be the last video this week. I'm not sure yet, but the camera review was like it's big. I got like a lot of editing with that, so give me time for that. And I got some more daily tech news coming for y'all this week as well. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about doing a Halloween special, playing like a scary game or something. Let me know what y'all think about that. Kind of had a camera on my face, and that's it, man. You know, I stay dropping that heat rock for y'all, so I got y'all. This is my review again. my review of the LG V30 Plus. If you like it, man, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and start sharing my videos, because the more we share, the more y'all share my videos, the bigger giveaways and stuff I can do to get y'all more stuff, and so if I get more views. Smash that like button. If you didn't like the videos, you still think I don't know what I'm talking about, hit that thumbs down button. Tell me what I missed. If I missed anything that you definitely wanted me to touch on, let me know, so maybe when I do another review on the phone, I can make sure I hit on these points. Also, tell me what y'all want to see in comparison videos. Maybe it's something else I'm missing or I should take out. Let me know, man. Let's talk to me in the comment section, man. It's your boy Sean Be Nice, and I'm out. Deuces.